With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Jacksonville Jaguars. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Smith, his first carry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Wilson. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. He lets it fly from Lockett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The ball carrier.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 39, Minshew. They'll roll him out right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Toss left, this is Smith. Smith with a first down and more. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
On first down, Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Wilson certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. Oh, it stays up. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. The ball comes out, but fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. They call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Check. 61, matchbox, lights. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A 55-yard attempt.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Reed on the tackle.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming after you. Hey, check Mike 27.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 21 yards away. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And he knocks it through. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope ball? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alpha.
They run toss to the right with Drake. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Here's Minshew. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go jet sweep here with Chark. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 17, Seahawks 0. Josh Lambo to kick off for
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter. But
you don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 17, Seahawks 7. Michael Dixon to kick off.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Flush to his right. That's complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2nd down.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson, and that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 42 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller. Very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now the second down throw on target. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Minshew sets to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. To the left side here for Eifert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
60 outlaw. Go.
On first down, Drake fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Kenyon Drake.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
There on the tackle.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he's got his man on the out route. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
3-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to number 8.
I think it's okay there they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run with Drake. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Jaguars add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
25-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Smith. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. And it's now 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their...
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
To number 14.
DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Jaguars 24, Seahawks 17. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have recovered.
And that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
all you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
At the 37-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw again is Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and goal.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Hammering for the goal line, he loses the football, and the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, they've got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Well, they can breathe a little easier. Some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. From the gun, it's Drake. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
By Bobby Wagner.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Now a draw play with Drake. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Taken down by Bobby
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And he rifles one incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Let's go. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And that will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a dump-off here complete.
Wilson's pass.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
3rd down.
He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Oh, the the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we go for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Hey, high 7.
Out of the gun is Minshew. They'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Connection made with Shenault. And he lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now a handoff for Drake. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. This from 52 and this for the win. And his kick is good. From 52 yards away, he gets it to go. And the Jaguars have won the game. Well, a little drama there. at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Jacksonville, the win for them is number 6 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop